Tabitha, welcome. Apparently, we won 5-3. So
Yay! Congrats!
We did good. We did pretty good.
What's the other team like? Did you guys get a feel for them? Like,
that's a good question.
sorry?
They were like understaffed. Like,
Yeah, they
one
had
didn't show
they
up.
had one person didn't show up.
Wow.
Where
Okay.
is Matt? Talking about people not showing up. Did Matt not show up?
Yeah. Aside from Tabitha, you showed up a little late, but Mav is like,
he didn't show up.
Did he think
Yeah.
that he didn't have to be here today, or
Maybe not.
So, sorry, Ashley, you were talking about the other team. What are they like?
yes.
Oh no, I was just saying that Kevin didn't show up. So they only had 3
Oh,
in
okay.
the competition.
maybe 1 weak link? But I'm not going to say who I think it is. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
We'll talk. No.
I think we all know who that person is.
Yeah, you're saying of the 3 people that showed up today on the other team?
Yeah. And there was,
I'm trying to
the
think.
3 people that did show up, there was 1 weak link.
Hold on, it was all happening so fast. Because Emily was great. Emily was like,
Yeah, Emily was great. It was the other one. I don't know her name.
Yeah.
Susan. I'm trying to remember her though. So
It was briefly mentioned. Did you get names of people on the other team?
I totally forgot. Did I write him down?
Only know Emily and Kevin.
Kevin, because he didn't show up.
Yeah.
I thought Kevin was the dude.
the only 2 I wrote down was Jason and Susan.
Yeah, Jason was,
Oh, it was
the,
Jason, Kevin, and Emily and Susan.
like, they seem to be asking like a lot about how like each person did, I think. So I don't know, they seem sort of shady. Tiffany's definitely two-faced shady. Like, something's up with her. Tiffany, is that her name?
You trust people yet? You trust everyone?
No,
Yeah.
no, not at all. Some people are definitely two-faced. But I don't know. Like, you can sort of tell who's trying to like dig for information on like other people. Yeah, I have a few ideas on people, but I like that wouldn't really mesh with me. But I'm not gonna be a dick to them.
Yeah, I feel you. I like to absorb because I don't really trust people, so like you can't really trust nobody because they turn their back on you.
Yeah. But I think like I don't know, I can just sort of when I hear them talk and look at them, you can just tell.
By their like energy,
Yeah, exactly like what they're putting out. Yeah, there's definitely some two-facers in there. So you
That's what I'm watching out for,
Yeah, there's 2, and you know who? Actually, there may be 3, but I'm not too sure. I can't really read them 100%. But there's definitely 2 that I'm looking at. These girls are just like that.
So Muggsy, she acts like, let me see how to explain it. Defensive? Is that like she acts like defensive, I guess? But she would do, turn her back on you if she have to, basically.
No, but you got that baby diaper changing thing. You got that really good. I was like, I'm not doing this so good. I'm like, I
was like looking. I was looking real close. I was like, and I seen you like do this. I was like, oh yeah. That was a good one.
You got it. I was like, yes. My gut feeling thinks that he's okay with me, but who knows? Some people just don't like people because the way they look. And some people are weird.
I was just curious about like your opinions in general, what you think of like how it went tonight, teammates, and like what is your impression of like the opposing team or whatnot?
Everyone's cool so far. You definitely have to watch out for like people that try to snake you, you know. But everyone's cool so far. I like it. How you feeling like about everyone?
Well, like I have like a similar like impression that you have. Like it's like everyone's nice. I have yet to put it like on math because like he hasn't really shown up and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
really
He didn't show up.
saying
Yeah.
much. Typhon is I hope I pronounced that right. Like seems like the kind of person that would get along with everybody.
Mary's quiet, but I think she'd just be quiet for this whole round and just like absorb like what I'm doing. But I'm not. I don't want to be too quiet, you know. So let's say if we lose and we had to choose like to kick someone out, who do you think that would be?
Math because
Yeah.
I haven't really seen it.
But just I guess ask questions or whatever when we're in a big group. I don't want you, you know, I don't want you to be too quiet, and I don't want like people voting you out. So that's what I would do. Can't be too quiet, and you can't, you know, be too loud. You know what I mean?
I'm like thinking of that like what is it, the three bears, like you just have to find that sweet spot.
Yeah, basically.
I get what he was saying about staying under the radar.
What is your impression like for like the other people like Ashley, Muggsy, and Tabitha?
So Muggsy, I definitely get the impression that she is a zero bullshit kind of person, so to speak. She will absolutely take charge, which, I mean, in my opinion, it kind of puts a bit of a target on your back, but I'll have to see how that plays out for her. As far as Ashley goes, the only thing that really... I don't really know a whole lot about her. I mean, like, she had mentioned at one point that, you know, she was a teacher, which to me kind of translate to having some pretty good analytical skills. Tabitha, I'll be the first to admit, like, she was actually one of the people I had a meeting with earlier in the day. And you know, we did kind of kicked it off pretty good. We seemed to be on the same page pretty damn well. And we were actually talking about bringing you into the fold too, if you were interested in that.
I am.
Okay. Awesome. Well, fantastic.
I'm into all the alliance.
I was so proud of us. I was really proud of you. Like you kept getting in there. I was like, I did not want to mess it up for the team, but you did great.
It was good though. It was amazing. So what do you think about this whole thing so far?
I think it's kind of cool. I like how like everything's unfolding. Did you get a chance to see like the previous seasons?
Oh yeah, I watched them.
Yeah,
cool.
me too. So I kind of knew already to kind of what to expect. Now I noticed like when we first all met together, like I was kind of like watching everybody's faces when Typhon was asking like if anybody had known about different games, and I'm like, Star knows more than he's like. I can see you like looking and you're like you're nodding in agreement to some of the things that we were like some of us would say, but you had never said whether you knew any of the stuff. So I was like, chances are he does know.
It'd be like that, you know.
Like he already seems like a strong competitor. So I want him to know that I do want to work with him, and so you know I want it to be a little bit vulnerable with him and tell him some of my thoughts and feelings or things that I noticed. Because even though he said his strategy was not to trust anyone, that he realized that like he doesn't have to like be so rock solid to that strategy because he realizes there are some good connections that he can make. Did you have a strategy coming into this into the game?
I did. It was basically like
Okay, I can tell you my strategy.
hold on. I tell you, give it a straight face. All right, mine was like to very little trust.
Mhm.
That was basically all it was. Like,
Okay.
don't really trust a lot of people at all because someone will turn on you
Yeah.
and be like that. So, but now that I know, like, everyone's chill and cool, you never know what can happen.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. That's why when we were first talking and we had separated into like the 4 and the 3, and I'm just like, I'm not saying we need to be an alliance because it's too early, and you're like, and I was like, okay, see, he knows, he knows.
Yeah, because like I just get the vibe, like
Yeah,
most of them would change, like
and that was one of the reasons why Typhoon, he kind of like honestly, as far as he's concerned, like he is somebody to watch just because he went in a like when we were separated, he was with Mary and Muggsy, and then he came back and he was talking to us about them.
it's
You know,
it's kind of interesting though, honestly.
like if he's already ready to pick off the people that he was in a small like little group with, I wonder where I fall, on the list. The one thing is I know about these games is like you never want to be like too comfortable. So I feel like as long as I don't know and I have that thought where they could be talking about me behind my back, then I feel like as long as I'm not like an open target, that I'm fairly safe.
I wonder where I fall at,
Yeah. So, and then he's like real obvious with the fact that he's like holding things back.
And the head nodding that I do is for like because I don't want to be too quiet.
Yeah, I noticed
I don't
that
want
as well. Prayerful that we can keep up this winning streak, and so
and see how this work out.
yeah, definitely. I was kind of really excited when, because we had to pick yesterday the people we wanted to do our 1-on-1 with, and then when we voted you to be the person who stayed behind, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Okay, cool. So that was really exciting.
It's a cool experience so far. I like it.
I think it was great that I had an opportunity to talk with him. I did mention the important role that he was given just to see if he would, was comfortable talking about it. I wasn't surprised that he didn't talk about it because he did say that his strategy was to not trust anyone. I appreciate you meeting today and just, chit-chatting with me a little bit. I hadn't really like decided whether I was going to like trust people or not trust people. I was just going to be open. I'm like, I'm not necessarily expecting loyalty as much more honesty because in a game like this, it's hard to really be completely loyal.
Oh. B.
So sorry about last night. I could not make it.
Oh no, that's okay, because I thought you did say that you had something, right?
Yeah, I was at a concert.
I have 4 questions if you're up for it.
Sure.
Let's see. So the first one, I have them all on my computer, but first one is, are you more logical or are you an emotional thinker?
When it needs to be logical, I'm definitely logical. Like, if
Okay.
it's another situation and, I happen to like the person, but it's better for the tribe to get them out, like, I'm not going to go against it.
Sure.
Obviously.
Sure, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do like being personable with people. Like,
Okay. So you like one-on-ones as opposed to like group chats kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get a good vibe from you, though, for sure.
Well, thank you. I'm trying. I've never done this before, so I'm like, and I don't want to be pinned like as like the leader or anything. I'm just like,
No, of course.
My background is like real estate. Like I have done real estate in the past and I've done property management. So like taking like that kind of like lead role, I'm kind of used to it. But I was like, I probably shouldn't have spoken out that fast. Are you more calculated or are you considerate?
I say like a good mix is,
Okay.
good mix is definitely my persona. Like, I'm not gonna obviously be like rude and inhumane. Like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
It's a game, but people's feelings are also involved. It's a social, strategic game.
Right.
It's not just people are robots. Like, you have to actually get to know people.
Third question: Do you judge a book by its cover, or do you like to open the book and read it before you judge it?
Definitely open the book.
Okay.
You can't really judge someone. Like, for example, Susan. I thought that I would have trouble, talking to her, but
she's really sweet.
Exactly. Yeah, she's a very easy person to talk to, and she kept asking me questions. It was like a Q&A almost. It's like a questionnaire. She was like, I have 4 questions for you. I was like, okay. And I can answer them. So I think she's just trying to take notes on everybody. I'm not worried about it.
So there was questions that I was asking people, and
Okay.
and there's like no right or wrong answer. Are you a more logical or emotional thinker?
Logical.
Logical. Okay.
I would think, yeah. I mean, I don't usually let my emotions usually don't. Yeah, you can't really read me that way. You know what I mean? I learned that just because of age. You just learn how to control your emotions. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Are you more calculated, or are you more considerate?
Considerate, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's such a Libra answer. I love that.
Yeah, I am a Libra. yeah.
I love that. I'm a Libra moon. So I have like that Libra side effect going on.
Which probably is bad for us because we, you know what I mean?
Well, it's like we're like the peacekeepers,
She's getting her little list probably of how everybody is, and the questions that she asked her are pretty smart if you think about it. Like, what character we like in certain things, and kind of she's getting a feel on how we are, our sign. She asked that right away, our zodiac sign. So she's kind of like, she's trying to like figure out all of us, I think. Because you like took charge like in the beginning. I thought, you know what I mean? Like you were asking everybody all the questions, which is good. No, that's good.
That's like my personality, because my professional side, because I've done like also like real estate and property management.
Okay.
So I'm pretty, I guess, like vocal in that aspect.
That's good though. Like if they need a team leader, I'm picking you.
No, I don't want to be a team
leader. You don't want to? Well, you would be good.
I just don't want to be the leader because then it does put a target, and I feel like we are all like, we're all pretty self-sufficient.
So how you like it so far?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I wish I was in the game, just to hear from you guys how it,
Well, you'll be in the next one. I'm sure there are challenges like all the time, like, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely be in the next one. Susan to me seems cool. You know what I'm saying? She's a little bit out there sometimes and things, but I mean, I think maybe that's just kind of where there's just that kind of different, just kind of being on this is something kind of new to her. But I mean, I think Susan overall is cool. I just, from what I heard from the game, it sounds like there's certain things that if it gets too high stakes, I think pressure is not something that fits her mode. It's just from a personality trait.
Or you think you're going to do alliances, or do you think our team should just stick together like I
think it's so early on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that too early? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I think right now we're all pretty. We need to see.
Yeah.
If he's going to show up.
He's kind of laid back. You can't read him at all. Like I can't read him at all. I don't know which way he would actually go. But I guess he's just mellow, you know what I mean? He doesn't talk much. I'm a talker. I guess he just he listens a lot, which is probably good. You said you were in the Air Force, and I just figured out of all the 7 of them people, you know what I mean? You could be one that I could actually like relate to and gain your trust or whatever. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know if everybody's doing an alliance thing, but I kind of talked to Emily yesterday too about it, you know what I mean? And it's like, I can see me, you, and Emily. Yeah, I think we're all kind of going to have each other's back, really, I think. I mean, I would think so. I mean, there's nothing bad about any of these people. I have all their backs until I guess they give me a reason not to, really. Hopefully he means what he says and I mean what I say, so, but I know the twists and turns and everybody could be lying, so.
I've had the exact same thoughts with Emily. She's a genuinely good person. I don't think she's trying to do anybody wrong. In all honesty, I don't think, at least from what I've talked with everybody, I haven't had a conversation with anybody that I thought, well, they're going to put a knife in my back the moment they get a chance. And I kind of veered the conversation. I like Susan, and again, don't personable and enjoyable to talk to. I don't know where we go with her from here. There's not, even from her own mouth, there's not a lot of confidence in these games. And so I have to look at it as a perspective of a player and not necessarily how much I'm going to like somebody or how enjoyable they are to talk to on a personal level. As far as the challenge went, I was pretty okay with it. I thought, we did well.
We did.
I don't ever want to be in something where we have no idea of anything going on. It's like, what did I get into? I didn't feel that way at all. I mean, it was a good game. I felt like we were really energetic, me, you, and Emily.
It doesn't seem to me like that team's even close to each other, though. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem. Yeah, they kind of seem like they're not even like jiving together. You know what I mean?
It almost seemed like they were meeting for the first time.
It seemed like they weren't like bonded together. Like just seeing the four that were there, they didn't seem like they were like happy. Kind of, they weren't like happy. Like, I don't know. We all seem to be getting along, our team, but it just didn't seem like they had bonded at all.
Emily was phenomenal. She, I think, is everything we kind of discussed that she is. She's in this. Very smart, very fluent with speaking and communicating. Susan didn't really want any part of competing in it.
But she wanted to play?
Correct. Well, yeah, she got the first one wrong, which was kind of all right, Susan, let's go, we'll do it. And I kind of, hey, I'll do this, you do that. She didn't get it. And then from that point forward, she was like, no, you guys are doing great. You just keep going.
Yeah.
And then the one with the R, Ryu. So remember yesterday, there was a period of time where like it was just his fan. It was like his fan going and he wasn't even on the camera. It was just his fan. So I had a very, very similar interaction today. He was at the gym, but he was playing basketball. Okay. So he's like shooting shots and the camera's down here, and then he would pick it up and be like, so what are you thinking about tonight? Like we were on for 5 minutes. I bet I seen him for 10 to 15 seconds of it.
Oh man.
Yeah. So as one of those, and I even said it in my confessional, like, I feel like everybody's here for the right reasons, with the exception of two. One was Kevin because he was talking about his modeling career and all that. And then the other one was him because all he got to meet was his fan yesterday and today his basketball.
So what do you think about Dom?
I like that. That would be my next choice. Would be Dom.
Okay, because I was thinking Dom, and what we could do is you and I could form an alliance, and then Emily could be your other alliance, and then Dom could be my other alliance.
Okay.
Now, my other question is should we tell them about our full alliance?
I don't think so. Because especially now that we're down to a team of 5, basically.
Yeah.
We're basically one person
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm probably gonna be a little bit of a villain this season, but I kind of want to make it where it's like, I mean, like you and I are like the alliance, and then it's like, hey, we're gonna try to get everyone else there, but after there's a certain point, like, I don't know.
Right. No,
everyone for themselves.
With teams being as short as they are, I don't know that the whole group, big team alliance is going to work, because at some point, somebody's on the outside looking in. You can't have a full team of alliances. It's a small team. So my thought was Rita and I would kind of be in it together throughout it. And it seems like she wanted to add one and I want to add one. Well, now we're half a team into an alliance. And I don't know how well that's going to work. So for me, smaller is better when it comes to the partnerships and things, because at some point we have to be voting each other off.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, Rita?
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I think we should probably form like a really good like structure as far as like a team goes, since we don't have that many players.
Yeah, we're already down to 6, right?
So my plan, and you can call me the villain or not, I do want to build that foundation within like our team, but there's definitely the 4 of us that we are in alliance together, and then Jason and I have our separate alliance once we all merge together.
As far as like alliances go, I'm very like straightforward, and I'm very loyal. So I think that Jason, Emily, you and me would work really well together as far as an alliance goes.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about that, and I kind of wanted to get your thoughts.
Man, Rita's really determined. I mean, she's got she's very direct. I mean, she's seems like she, really wants to, kind of keep us as strong unit as we can, even kind of building with each other. So, I mean, I liked where Rita's head was at. Yeah, I mean, just based on what I heard about, what and Susan's little bit of nervousness. I mean, I was saying to her, I think we kind of all mesh together. We're very similar in our thoughts as far as, I think we have a high level of connection with each other. The strong got to survive, right? If she kind of just kind of sat back, our personalities kind of blend well, and Emily was, definitely trying to push that and get some dub. So I mean, like I said, Jason really gets it from that military standpoint. I come from the military side of family and everything. So and I think personality wise, like I see you got crystals and horse and all that stuff. So I like your vibe is the same.
Yeah, so I think like just forming that alliance within our team, and then like because once we start merging onto that other team.
Right.
Yeah. So
it sounds like from what it sounds like, they kind of already seem like they got kind of stuff together. They got a lady, a girl out there who's really not playing. So.
Well, I'm loyal, so to a default. So if anyone like says anything or does anything, like I'm gonna bring it to you guys. Like I'll just be like a nodding, yeah, that's cool, and then I'm just we can discuss it. So I don't know.
It's definitely something you gotta have a little bit of that art of war into you.
So I think that you, Jason, Dom, and I would work really well together. Mm-hmm. I don't know what your thoughts are about on that, but I kind of wanted to see where you were at with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. As soon as you said yesterday that you like house sit and watch dogs, I was like, okay, we're on the same page. Like, I get you. Like,
yeah.
And I talked to Jason yesterday. He was kind of being like, hinting like, okay, we could maybe work well together. And I was thinking, I like Rita too. And Dom is he seems very analytical, and like you guys have, good experience with these type of games. So like that sounds like a really good core 4.
Yeah, because it seems like our numbers are dwindling, and I want to make sure that we have a strong foundation, especially when we're merging over with the other team, because I have no idea what to expect with them. I haven't even seen them yet. So,
but gotta make those alliances early. So that's what I'm doing.
All that. Damn it.
Why?
So the other guy is gone, and then our guy is gone?
Yep.
Because
So we went from 7 to 7, now
Okay,
6
but
to
that
6.
works in our favor, I think, because when we are missing a person, we lose points.
Already knew it was coming.
I don't remember Mav being in our original group though, because Mav's no longer in.
He was in the 4. He was in the 4. It was me, Mav, you, and Dar Star.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So
interesting. Okay.
So that's why I was going to ask you how you felt about the other players too, because now with Mav gone, we're like not in the majority, so we don't have that little cushion of safety, So I'm like, I need to talk to Tabitha and make sure that she knows we're still friends.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I felt that through you, like even though we've not really been like left in chats together, like it was just that one and that we were in and then we were kind of out, but I was like, I kind of feel that from like your energy. I feel very gravitated towards you. I'm curious your thoughts on Muggsy and Mary.
I don't know. I think I would like to spend more time with them.
Yeah.
I would like to, because like when me and Muggsy talk, it's like very surface strategic, I guess I would say.
Yeah, I felt that too. I don't feel like she says a lot. Her and I, when we were all in the Shack chats and everybody kind of disappeared, her and I were the only two that were in a chat left together, and it was super awkward.
It's so funny because I think her and Typhone are kind of like the same in opposite directions. Like they're both holding back, definitely. Like we're all, I feel like we're all kind of like being like cautious, but I feel like she's not really wanting to make those connections for strategic reasons. But they're different from his strategic reasons. Like he wants to, but he's almost like barreling, like having to hold himself back from.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah.
What about Dar Star?
I was just gonna ask you the same question.
So when I talked to him, I don't know, he seemed like he wanted to play. I felt like, because he was in the original Me You Mav, but he definitely seems more reserved on making those kind of alliance connections.
It's interesting having Muggsy in our space.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dar Star, I don't really know where his head's at, so I think the players that we're going into tomorrow night with will be interesting just to see how we all all mesh. Yeah, how are you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. It's kind of interesting that you brought that up. I actually have a meeting with him in like the next 15 minutes, give or take.
Dar Star.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Mary, I did have a talk with her. She's on board.
With you and I?
So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Where's her head at the game? Where's her head at in the game?
She is kind of the same mindset that numbers are gonna play a big part in all this. So, especially with the three of us vibing the way that we do, it's definitely good to have her in the fold.
Yeah. Especially because she's a little more introverted too. That it's like, at least if we know that she's pulled into our ally, then there's not really that threat anymore.
I'm feeling pretty good so far. None of them have really given me any reason to doubt them in that regard. So I'm wondering if this is going to be the team to go all the way. What are you thinking about everybody on the team? Like,
everyone's cool and chill so far, you know.
Okay.
Cool and chill. No like off vibes or anything.
Yeah. It was kind of interesting. Like I did notice Muggsy was kind of like, I don't want to say she was off in her own little world, but she definitely gave me like that zero bullshit kind of feel, you know.
That's how Mev was.
Yeah, I still can't figure that out. Like, I was kind of curious where your thoughts were going with all this.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, cause you know you're like a leader. You're kind of like a leader because like you know.
Oh, we need to fix that shit right now.
No, because like you're like well spoken. You know, you speak. You know, like let's say it was like quiet or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I call that like a leader.
I do try to keep the team somewhat involved, even if it's just, you know, getting like their own personal opinions, even if nobody agrees with it. You know, at least it gives you the chance to speak out.
And we have to win, because if we don't win, we have to vote someone out, and that's going to be like very hard.
Yeah, that's
really hard.
So if that was the case, like, what would be your thoughts on that?
I don't even know. Like, I really don't even know.
Like, I don't know if it's just me. I feel like if it did have to come down to that, I would say like either Muggsy or Ashley at that point.
I feel the vibe, you know, like a strange vibe that he don't, you know, like me. So I'm like, I might be wrong. If I am wrong, then that's tough. Yeah, model is like my main thing right now.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Did
awesome.
you ever work with ID International Direct Modeling Agency?
Oh yeah.
Were you just at the New York modeling tour?
Oh yeah. You're there also?
Yeah. I can't speak for him, but we have the same vibe, and he seems like he can talk to me and answer my questions quickly without stuttering, so it gives me the feeling that he's telling me the truth because he doesn't stutter. Typhoon?
Oh, Typhoon, yeah.
Typhoon. And I call her Tiffany, but I think her name's Tabitha.
Tabitha or something? Yeah, I know what you mean, though.
The blonde chick.
Yeah.
So that girl. Alright, so if we F up and lose tomorrow, we're gonna have to kick somebody out.
Yeah, sadly.
And no offense, you tell me what you think. I don't like talking shit about people. But that girl is like so two-faced and shady as F.
Yeah. You talking about Tabithy or Timothy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so we're on the same page?
Yeah, definitely.
One, I can read her face. She doesn't blink. So when people don't blink, they're either thinking about what they previously said and are going to switch, or are going to stick with what they had said before, or are thinking about the shit that they already talked. One. Two, she tries to come in and out of like not answering things properly. And I can definitely see her being like, oh yeah, I totally like you. And then in the next room being like, no, I don't like her. And blondes don't like blondes. I dye my hair blonde, so you can't say that I'm a real blonde. I'm not. They just don't like each other. But this girl from day one, I effing hate her. I don't hate her. I don't hate her. I just can't stand her.
Yeah.
Can't stand her. And everything with her is just two-faced.
But hopefully we win.
I want to know what people think, but then
can I share?
Share what? Tell me who doesn't like me. Tell me who doesn't like me.
Typhon or something.
Typhon doesn't like me. I didn't hear anybody.
I just did a meeting with him before you.
And he doesn't like me?
Yeah.
Why does he hate me?
He thinks like you give off like a weird vibe.
Oh, fuck him and his vibe. I'm New York. That's my vibe.
I talked to Rita last night.
Okay.
And she had kind of given me a rundown of like just saying that she was like liking the four of like me, you, her, and Jason. And,
yes.
And I had talked to Jason previously before that, and he was kind of feeling the same thing. So I was like, let me talk to the last person, Dom, and see how he's feeling about that, because that's a good group of four that I really like and I think can go really far.
No, definitely. No, yeah, me and Rita had a good talk about that. You know, I was on the same vibe. I think we all have a high IQ of kind of how to play the game, and then, you know, knowing that we kind of understood, you know, who wasn't working as hard as far as on the questions. So I think we, you know, all of us together really kind of understand coming out the gate, we can rely on each other.
Dom's cool. He seems very, he seems quieter than the others, but very calculated, and he seems very smart and like devoted to the game. So he's definitely somebody I want to work with, and I will be loyal to him. Yeah, absolutely. That's where my loyalty is right now, and to you guys. So I have your back. Obviously, it goes without saying that I won't be voting you guys out. But yeah, I am very committed to that group of four. I think it's a good group.
The whole thing is not to be that team just with the morale down and we have to vote all the time. So
yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah,
because I felt like that's kind of been our big cool connection from the beginning. Is we all seem to have a good rapport and our connection seems really good. So I don't want anybody down on anybody. And kind of like I was telling Emily and Rita, at the end of this, we're all doing it for fun and for pride and this, that. But I don't want to be the guy that hurts anybody's feelings or doing anything wrong. I watched one of the links they sent us, and there was some guy he pops on, and you could tell like the whole group despised everything he did. Like, you never know if he's telling the truth, and God only knows what he's going to do to stab you in the back. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't want to be that guy. I just want to have some fun and get to know some new people.
Well, I came in a little later into the group chat because I was like, I didn't want to eat in front of everyone's faces like last time.
Yeah, me and Susan was up, and I was like, hey, we jumped in first, and I was like, well,
I like that.
It's gonna get more time for the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do like a couple. I got like this dance or two thing I'll be doing kind of in between things. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta just be ready. Just kind of get everything set up.
I know. I'm like trying to like get in game mode. So I'm like,
exactly.
Yeah, game mode tonight, huh?
Heck yeah. I'm in game mode. I don't know what you mean.
I need to get. You gotta get psyched up. You know what I'm saying? It's
For
just
real.
like football days. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get it all. Get ready.
I get in concentration mode.
Doing the
I'm like tunnel
challenge,
vision.
so who's doing the challenge? It's me, Jason, right? Rita, are you doing it?
Yeah. All four of us here.
Yep. We got it. We got it. But I feel pretty good about today. I think this is going to be a good opportunity for Dom to kind of come out of his shell. He seems like he's really into this right now, like a lot more lively and ready to go than I've heard him even in one-on-one talks.
He's just an introvert. He's just
I
like,
think so.
yeah, I think he's just an introvert. Like he reminds me like of one of my friends. So,
But when I have one-on-one, I enjoy talking to him thoroughly, and there's something there.
Yeah.
He's working on this thing for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, he's super like trustworthy too.
All right, man. So let's talk about tonight a little bit.
All right. Bet.
Where are you at with everything? How do you feel?
I feel
honestly.
I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of hard, for someone my age to connect with such a older, like a different generation. So I'm trying. I'm very excited to play, but I feel like it's easy to talk to you, talk to Rita, but there's just like certain people I haven't like had those conversations yet, so I can't like level everyone up, But
I'm going through a little bit of that, but in an opposite way. I have had conversations with just about everybody, and I feel what you're saying. I'm connecting to certain people and I feel kind of disconnected to others.
Yeah.
And so I kind of feel like where you're at, and we're on the same page with Rita. I really enjoy talking with Rita. I think she could be a good team player as we progress here, and knows everything for each generation that we're kind of working with. I made a comment about it's going to be a lot of pop culture stuff, and so that's why I think age-wise you're going to succeed really, really well with this. I mean, based on what we dealt with the other night, I could tell you there's some stuff I haven't thought about at all in my life, but I think you would have been a lot better than a couple of us did yet the other day. So I think you should be excited about tonight. I think you're going to do really well.
He's going to tell you a joke. He's going to try to ease his way into the alliance, every alliance he can. So, honestly, I don't feel that well socially on my tribe. It's like I didn't know the format would be so hard.
And we're looking for the top 7 answers. Name something that some people are afraid to ride on or in. What is that?
Chalkboard.
I said, motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Oh, ride.
Ride.
Oh,
yes.
ride. Okay.
Motorcycle is the top answer. So, Dom, would you like to play or pass?
Let's play. Bus.
A bus. I'm sorry, that is not one of the answers. That is one strike. You got 2 strikes to go, though. So, what is your next guess?
My next one. Said a plane.
Plane is the number 2 answer. All right, what is your next guess?
A boat.
A boat is not an answer. That is a strike. 1 strike left.
A spaceship.
That's a Family Feud type answer right there if I ever hear one. Type in, you get a chance to steal the points. You just need to get 1 right. I need an answer. You got like 10 seconds.
A horse?
A horse is up there. Typhon, you stole the points. 40 points to start. Here were the other answers. Number 3 was roller coaster. Number 5 was helicopter.
Helicopter.
Number 6 was jet ski. Number 7 was Ferris wheel. We are once again looking for the top 7 answers. What is your favorite energy drink?
Gatorade.
That's not the top answer, so let me see what Dar Star writes.
Red Bull.
Red Bull was the top answer. Gatorade was there. It's Gatorade Twitch Energy or some shit. So Dar, do you want to play or pass?
I want to play.
All right, Dar. What is your next guess?
Monster Energy.
That is number 2. That is worth 12 points. What is your next guess?
Prime.
That is number 3. That is worth 10 points. What is your next guess? You just need 3 more.
Dang, I forgot the name of it.
Need an answer.
Is it 5-hour energy? Can I do that?
Yes, that is on there. That is you're going in order here. That is number 5 on the list. Got 10 seconds.
You said energy? You said energy?
Yes.
Like coffee?
Is that your guess?
espresso or something.
That is not one of the answers, but that's only one strike. You got 2 strikes to go.
What's called Scream or something?
What is it?
I forgot the name of it. It's in my head.
You said Scream? So
It's called like
Need an answer.
Ooh.
5.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it.
I'm gonna have to give you a strike there. You got 1 to go.
That's all the ones I know.
All right, you want to take your last strike? All right, you got 1 guess. There's 2 answers. The bottom 2 answers are answered.
I'm gonna say Celsius.
You stole the points. That is
And I know the next one. The next one was Rockstar, wasn't it?
No, it was actually Bang energy drink.
Oh, that's what it was, bro. I was literally thinking of that. It's crazy.
We're looking for the top 9 answers. What is the first NHL hockey team that comes to mind? What does that say?
Sorry, Oilers.
Oilers. What's yours, Jason?
Blackhawks.
Well, Blackhawks were higher than Oilers. They're both up there, though. Jason, you could decide to play or pass.
I am actually going to pass, Nick.
All right, Tabitha, he passed to you. So what is your next guess?
Leafs.
The Leafs are number 2.
Flames.
Flames are not there. That is worth a strike.
Boston.
That is the number 1 answer. Next guess.
Washington.
They were not there. That is worth a strike. Got 1 strike left. You gotta guess 6 before Jason gets a shot at stealing. Just kidding. Gotta guess 5.
Montreal.
No, that was there. So.
Damn it.
Jason.
Detroit Red Wings.
That is indeed number 4 on the board. Name something you can't leave home without. I mean, that was the top answer. What is yours, Muggsy?
Wallet.
I can't read it. They are both up there, but phone
Wallet.
was higher.
I'll play.
What is your first guess?
Keys? Car keys?
That is a strike.
Whoa.
Need an answer. You got 10 seconds.
Ouch.
4, 3, 2.
Credit card.
Yes, that is number 3.
It goes in a
Either
wallet.
credit card or money. The 2 more answers.
Driver's license?
That is number 2.
Car registration.
What'd you say?
Car registration.
No, that is a strike. You got 1 left.
1 left.
3, 2.
I'm blanking.
All right, Muggs, you get a chance to steal. It's kind of hard though, but give me your best shot.
If it was a chick, I'm saying lipstick or chapstick.
Good guess, but no, it was coffee. Which I don't agree with that at all. But
That's why I need everything.
Rita, you get the points though. Right now, Legends are kind of running away with this one so far. All right, this next round is worth double the points, but Vigilantes are gonna wanna get this one right regardless because they're getting beat up right now. Remember, this is worth double. We are looking for the top 6 answers. What was your favorite class in high school? English, and what is yours?
Oh, I'm so stupid. I put 12.
Oh, you put grade? Well, Tabitha got that one. With English at number 3, Tabitha, would you like to play or pass?
Play.
All right, you got 3 strikes, Tabitha. What's your next guess?
Jim, phys ed.
Jim was number 4.
Drama.
That is a strike.
Math. Wasn't mine, but.
It wasn't mine either, but it's number 2.
Social.
Social studies, yes.
Science.
Which also is history.
Science, biography, or sorry.
You are right on both of those, though. History / social studies was number 1.
And science, biology
is number 5. So you're just needing the last answer. 2 strikes to go.
Language arts? No, that's English. Drama.
You already said drama. You got 1 strike left, so you're not out yet.
Geography? No, that's wow.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Ariazo, you stole it last time. You could try again, which would, I think, end the game if you do.
I'm gonna go ahead and say lunch.
I don't hate the guess, but no, it was band / music.
You like literally go through all the subjects, and it's like, what else would be there?
That is a big thing for the Vigilantes, getting double here, 56 points. It gets to 112. Whew, we got a barn burner. It's 155 to 152. So basically, whoever wins this triple round wins the game. Name an animal that families might have as a pet.
Dog.
I saw Dom's first, so Dom, you can play or pass.
Let's play.
Okay.
Number 2 is a cat.
That is correct.
Hamster.
Hamster is number 4.
A bunny.
Yes, that is number 5.
A snake.
That is a strike.
Lizard.
That is a strike.
Gerbil.
That is a strike. Dar, you can steal it. There's 2 answers on the board. It's all up to this. You got 20 seconds.
It's my turn?
Yes.
Alright, you already said snake and all that?
Yep. Got 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The spider.
Spider! No. It
Bro.
was fish at number 3.
Yes.
Turtle at number 6.
Bro.
Legends win the challenge.
Bro, let's. Oh my
God. Hey.
Go.
Am I
Congratulations.
Hey.
Let's go.
Dominated.
Alright, I need this team to choose one of you to make an important decision.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'm pretty sure y'all wouldn't either.
Nor would I. I have no problem making a decision.
I'll say Rita.
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
I say
Yeah.
Rita, do it.
Also, go ahead, man. You can do it.
Alright, thank
you. Who?
I don't know if you actually decided just now or not.
Wait, who do we decide on? Me or Dom?
Razo, I think you can do it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, go for it.
Go ahead.
For you, will have the chance to have a secret chat with one person from the other team. You could choose one of the people you saw tonight. There is also Ashley and Mary on the other team as well.
Do I choose right now?
Yes. Unless you want to think about it for a
I'll
minute.
choose. Which one sounds better? Ashley or Mary? I'll go with Ashley.
Okay.
Mary sounds like somebody's grandma.
You can use this function secretly during a function. Choose 2 players, and you'll be able to swap the amount of votes the 2 players receive. Must be used before final 5. Okay. B. The vanish advantage. You can banish 1 player at tribal council so that the player cannot vote, but also cannot be voted out. Okay. I'm gonna choose A. I feel like it's big. I feel like it's big, and I pray that I am in the game long enough to use it at some point to either save me or somebody that I'm working closely with. You know, for me, like meeting new people, like growing up, I was typically like a kid who got like, I was a military brat, so I met a lot of different people like all over, and people used to say I was easy at, like, it was easy for me to get to know people, but then like the older I got, like I started to get like more, you know, anxiety about it. And so for me, for this is just like, it's kind of out of my comfort zone because it's like a bunch of strangers and I have to get to know everyone and I have to get to know everyone. So it's just really fun, you know.
Actually, I was like a total shy kid growing up. So like,
Yeah.
like I kind of went in 180
Really?
from when I was like a child to like now. Cause
Yeah.
like I would like me as a teenager would probably never do something like this, to be honest.
Well, I enjoy having, you know, your energy at the table, you know, when we come together and we meet with each other. We really just have to figure out, like, who are you, who have you been connecting with? Like, is there anybody that you've connected with the least?
Well, this is like a very, very small scale. But like, but it could just be they aren't like into talking as much.
Yeah.
Like I noticed for example, like Muggsy and Dar doesn't talk as much.
I actually realized she's really playing. She's definitely the quiet person that, you know, people say like are playing, like, oh, the quiet ones, they're really playing. She's definitely doing that. I like her. I bonded with her. I feel like, and that's the thing. I think everybody is a good player. Like even Muggsy, I think she's great. It's just, you know, somebody has to go. However, I have heard Muggsy's name, not just from you. I mean, Typhone, that was one of the first names that he mentioned when he came back to the very first group chat we had. So if you can let Tabitha know that since we have to vote someone off, if you're comfortable doing Muggsy and she's comfortable doing Muggsy, I'm comfortable doing Muggsy. Dar seemed concerned he was going to be on the chopping block. And maybe Muggsy knows it's her. Maybe that's why she's feeling extra paranoid. So I feel like if that's the path that we're supposed to be on, maybe we should just stay the course.
I might be, because I mean, she's having the most technical difficulties.
You know, as I said before, you never want to be comfortable in this game, because the second that you're comfortable is the second that you are leaping, you know. So, but based off of last night, it looks like I don't have to do anything. I just have to be here.
All I gotta say
wisely
is watch your back, people. This game is gonna get really real. It's gonna get real.
Yeah, I know I got some knives looking at mine.
I probably have some looking at mine, but I don't know. You never know.
Really have to think about it. I don't know, Dar. I think you're safe. I think you're totally safe, Dar. I think you're.
Nah, you never know.
No, you're totally safe. I think 100%. You're not going.
I want to be on, like, you know. It. All right. So if y'all had to choose, like, who would you choose?
Well, I'm not saying. I got two people. Nah, I'm not saying that.
Everyone's cool. I don't. This is so hard.
Who do you want to get out?
I think we should get out that one. Actually, she was pretty cool on the game. I don't know yet.
All right, here's the deal. That girl is from Canada. The only reason she knew all those hockey teams, because that's where hockey originated. She has nothing else to contribute. Like, definitely not. So everyone's probably like, oh, wow, she's awesome because she got all the hockey teams. You live in Canada. Of course you're going to know all the hockey teams. But then I'm nervous because if Typhon gets an upper hand on anything and he kicks me out, I feel like I need to slit his throat now.
Yeah, we could do that. But either one of those two. That's what I'm thinking.
Like, he's smarter than her. Because I think he's more of a threat to me and you. Especially to me and you. Than the other girl.
And I know he don't like me because when I was talking to him, it was giving like the vibe, you know? The vibe that he don't like me at all.
So what does he think? He's a king and everybody likes him? Like, I feel like him, Tabitha, and Mary are gonna vote me off.
If I can get someone, so who do you want to vote out, Timothy or Typhon?
Who the is Timothy?
That's I don't know her name.
I
don't know her name.
I thought you meant the dude.
I really don't know her name. It's like Tabitha or something.
Tabitha. Yeah, I was calling her Tiffany for like the.
Oh, Tiffany, whatever her name is.
No, but it's Tabitha.
Tabitha, yeah. You want to vote her out? If you do, all right. So I'm gonna try to get Ashley to vote her out.
Help me play a mind game on Typhon. Should I try to be like,
hey, whatever y'all talk about, it's gonna be, everyone, you never know.
He's just gonna lie the entire time. So I'm worried.
Just ask him, like, yeah. So how you feeling about me? Then just ask him that. And if he says good, he's lying.
I want to see really how Tabitha and Dar are. I want to see if they also have that connection that we had on that first night. I was like, I need to talk to these two and see where we're all at,
Yeah, I haven't talked to it's Tabitha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only person I didn't talk to like one-on-one or something, so I was wondering how you feeling and all.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I'm kind of feeling like we're at I don't know, that kind of like turning point of the game, but I feel like from the beginning, like the three of us, Ashley and I, were kind of talking about this. I kind of feel like we just jive really well. And I kind of felt that like since the first like group chat that we were in.
I'm not sure, honestly. I feel like I'm gonna get voted out, honestly, because I don't trust people and people change just like that. I'm feeling good. It's just the hard part is coming tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's cool. I don't. Everyone seems cool.
Yeah, that's I think the hard part too is like we all seem to like get along well. Everybody's like super nice. So yeah, just trying to decide where like everybody's head's at. But if you guys did have to say like there's maybe one person that is like I don't want to say like a weaker player, but like if you guys were to like maybe narrow it down, like who would you think that like our top players would be?
I don't even know. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
So I had thought about that too, and I was like, we've all been, playing and pulling our weight, and really what it comes down to in this kind of situation is it just being a social game. Like I was thinking that it was like hard because, you talk to everyone, so you don't want to throw too much information out there because you don't want to like kind of like blow up somebody else's game, so you can only like be as bold and as big as you can be, so it's hard maneuvering that. For me, in my mind, I'm just like, who do I feel close to? And so you two, obviously.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I have to tell you guys, when we first did the 7 of us and we were all together, I promise you the 3 people that my eyes kept like making contact with were the same people that we ended up being in the 4-person group with. Mary, I've talked to her. I've gotten a chance to have interesting conversation with her.
Yeah, I did too.
And I think she is more valuable to the game and to us like winning and stuff.
She's absorbing. I like it.
She is.
I like how she plays. She's absorbing. She's quiet. So who do you think is like the most like will change up on you real quick? Like, you know what I mean?
if I'm being honest, I'd probably say Muggsy. I feel like she's maybe more of like, she feels more of like an outcast at this point, but I could be wrong.
I don't really have a reason, I guess, to fight for her to stay, but if I see that Dar is and she's willing to work with me, I'm open to that change, you know, so I'm not, my vote isn't set, I guess is what I'm saying. I do feel that Muggsy is definitely closed off. I've seen that's where I'm like torn between her and Typhon, because he seems like he plays, but then he like holds back, and he'll play and then he'll hold back, right? So I'm like, what's he doing? What is he doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? But Muggsy gives me the same feeling on the opposite end. She's holding back so much, I don't know what she's doing. It kind of really boils down to like what we're comfortable with and who do we see. Like, do you, like, Dar, do you have a better relationship than me and Tabitha have with Muggsy? Because, and that's the whole thing, like, I don't want to cripple anybody, like either one of your guys' path to the end.
Yeah.
Muggsy, I talked to her. She's pretty cool though. That's the thing. She has her like, you know. So I don't know. Like, you know, I don't know.
It was interesting because I feel like Ashley and I are still on the same page, and I do feel like I can trust her. Just since day one, she's always like mentioned, you know, us working together, and she always reverts back to us, like her, myself, and Dar. And that stayed consistent. Dar, on the other hand, I don't really know. And what are you guys' thoughts about Ashley?
I'm not entirely sure where she stands at the moment. I'm not sure if Muggsy got a hold of her or not, but
I actually was talking to Ashley, I think it was last night, because everybody else's shack time was up. And I personally think like everybody like did like a good job on like all the challenges. But I'm currently slightly bit leaning towards Muggsy as for the vote, because she has the certain technical issues, like that may hinder future challenges.
That's
I think I've talked to Typhon the most, so it's pretty close to an alliance.
we did seem to be on the same page for a good majority of it. Nobody was really afraid to speak their minds, and I really do appreciate that, which absolutely plays a really big role, especially getting as far as we can.
Like, I feel like she's kind of a solo player right now, but I could be wrong. Like, that's just the vibe that I get. Like, even we've been left in a group chat before, and it's like, there's really, I was like, oh, just like general, like, where are you at? Like, how are you feeling about the game? And she didn't really say too much. So I'm like, I don't know really like how to think about that. I feel being in the best of both worlds kind of works to my advantage, because I feel like right now being in both of those spaces, I don't really have targets on my back. Knowing that everybody wants to work with me is reassuring. Muggsy, on the other hand, I don't really know where she falls.
Well, the only thing that kind of bubbling in the back of my mind right now is that I haven't really put forth that effort to talk to Muggsy. You know, the only interaction I've had are the shack chats and when she requested to talk to me, which, footnote, she's actually my next one-on-one. But it's kind of brewing in the back of my mind that, you know, she may be kind of on to the fact that we may be gunning for her first and foremost.
I mean, it feels like they're on the similar page, but I'm not really sure.
Because in my mind, like, I'm already kind of leaning towards voting for Muggsy in the first place.
Yeah, I honestly feel at this point I'm safe in that sense, which feels good that I'm kind of just like afloat in both teams.
Can you be straight up? You got the balls to be straight up with me?
For the most part. What's up?
Why don't you like me?
Excuse me?
I can see it in your face. The way you talk. Why don't you like me?
I mean, it was never a matter of whether or not I liked you. I think you're an okay person. I don't know enough about you to say if I like you or dislike you, so this is resting bitch face, okay? It's nothing against you.
Is there anything that you get a weird vibe about?
In what regard?
That would give you a reason to not go towards me and go away from me? Like, do you think that I don't like you?
No, not particularly. Like, I am kind of curious where this is coming from.
Well, I can read it in your face.
Right. Like, if I gave you that impression, I apologize, but
Alright. That he's a two-faced lion, like, I cannot even have that person in my vicinity. I will slap you in the face. Is there anyone that you're leaning, that you sort of either think is a threat or just don't really like them and you want them to just go?
I wouldn't necessarily say I want them to go. It's more one of those that, just a little bit more difficult to get a beat on them. I am kind of curious about Ashley. When I had my one-on-ones with everyone else, I just mentioned that I found it curious that because she's a teacher, she's a little bit more analytical. So I haven't really had the chance to study her, so to speak.
Yeah, the comments that I wrote about her, it's funny actually. I wrote no comment because she's a blank cookie.
Right.
I like her. She's like a nice person. She's a spiritual person. She's overall a good person. But
yeah,
I don't feel like she has really anything to contribute either. But
right.
I think Tiffany, I keep calling her Tiffany, Tabitha. I think that she is worse than Ash. Like,
this is a game. And when you start having problems, say, internet connection, it is going to not only affect us as a team, but it's going to affect you in whether or not we see you being a potential threat to the team later on down the road.
So Muggsy wants Typhon out.
Okay.
I mean, not Typhon. Timothy.
Tabitha.
Yeah.
Oh, Muggsy.
She needs no, like, she's nothing to the team because she's just like, there. And yeah, I thought I was gonna be our little vote, so I was like, oh, I don't know, but everyone wants Muggsy out, so if we could vote Muggsy out. But...
Well, and see the thing, I don't want to, like.
Yeah, it's shocking.
I wish Muggsy would have.
Right now, me and you are safe, but I think
yes.
What's his name? Typhon. He doesn't like me.
Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he don't like me.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So I will honestly vote him out first. If I will vote him out.
He honestly, from jump, he was like the first person that I was like.
Yeah. He just
I
don't know.
Didn't come back.
I don't know. He was just. I did a one-on-one with him, and he told me the people he don't like, and I was just like, huh. He doesn't like you either.
Wait, why didn't he like you? Why do you think he didn't like you if he was willing to confide in you and tell you who he didn't like?
All right, so it's the vibe. You know the vibe when you talk, like how we were talking. Is that vibe? He don't like Muggsy. He wants to vote out Mary, and he said that you give him like a weird vibe. So I was like, huh.
Oh. Probably because I see through his shit.
I don't know. My plan was to vote him out, just to get him out,
Honestly, I would be down for that.
And then after we vote him out, we could vote out either, whoever y'all want. Muggsy.
If Muggsy's willing to work with me, I try to get her to talk to me.
I just got out the chat with her. That's all I was saying. She wants me to tell you.
Okay.
To vote Typhon out.
But why does she want to tell me? Why is she not feeling comfortable with me herself? That concerns me.
I don't know how it works, but that was like the thing, to vote out Typhon, just to get him out, and then Muggsy could be next. But right now, me and you, we're good, and Mary's good too.
Yes.
We're not voting out Mary.
Okay.
Because I don't know how it is, but I could tell about people's energy. You know.
No,
Their
seriously,
energy.
definitely.
He don't like me. I don't know why. I just.
He definitely gives me that weird. Like I said from the very beginning, I'm like I was looking at him like when he came in talking about the two he was with. I said, this guy's weird. Like he was talking all about how he watches all these shows, and he didn't even think. And then like he doesn't really talk to me. He talks. It's weird. I don't know. I'm definitely down to see with Muggsy not like feeling comfortable with me. I feel like Tabitha.
She like you. It's just the I think we need her for now. Just for now.
Yeah, no, you're definitely.
Just for like one more, one more, and then we could betray her. But right now, y'all are cool. I like talking to y'all. You're cool.
Okay, so where you were thinking, I'm okay. I'm down to do Typhoon. I'm okay with that. But do we have the votes to pull it off? Like when we first came into the like meeting, Ty and was somebody that I didn't see a path to the end with. Like just his personality, the way he was talking about the game and how he was moving. But I didn't think that I would get the votes to get him out this early on. So when it seemed like Muggsy was wanting to fight for her position in the game, I was okay going in that direction because it was serving my purpose anyways. It was a benefit. It's a benefit to me if the vote goes that way, which I'm praying it does. It's a benefit to me because I didn't see a path to the end with him.
What up?
A lot.
A lot. Yeah, really lot.
Like I smile because people are coming in, and I'm like, no smiling.
Hard decision.
Voting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just asking everybody like where your head's at. Like, what are you thinking?
We're missing Muggsy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough call. Like it just always sucks when you gotta like make that call, especially when it's your team, right? You're like, you're my bros and my hoes. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you for that.
I just want to like make lighthearted.
There's definitely going to be some tension. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. This is it, everyone.
That's when we vote.
Wow.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Down this road.
All right. Talk to you tonight.
Talk to you tonight.
Bye.
Is out.
Yes, that was.
There's just 2 out. Okay.
So
yeah.
I guess this is where we start utilizing it.
We only have to get 4 to 3 people to vote one person, and they're out.
Yes.
All right. Now that people are gone.
Yes.
How does everybody feel about everybody that's just left?
How do y'all feel about Typhon?
Honestly, I have mixed feelings about him. So.
How do y'all feel about Mary?
I don't trust him. I don't trust Typhon.
I think he's kind of like, and Mary's really quiet.
That's what I was saying. Like, I think we need Mary.
Okay, so I know I'm next after they. I'm sorry, I know he's but right there. Okay, I'm going with Typhon because I'd rather go with Iffy than with.
So we're on board. Are you guys like? Is that how you guys are? What she said? Is that what thumbs up was for? Like you guys see Typhon over Mary?
But Mary's quiet, but she's absorbing. So I think we kind of need her.
I think she's good to have because she's like
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not street smart, but she's book smart.
All right, so that's what I'm going to go with then.
Typhon, I think that would be a
straight up liar.
I feel like it's been like a toss up. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it could be like he'll say one thing and then it's like I agree with what you're saying.
He talks a lot of shit.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like maybe there's some truth to what Muggsy's saying, and I the more I'm getting to talk to Typhon, I feel like he's trying to work with everybody, but probably could be talking a lot of shit, which is interesting because that's not what I originally thought.
Like, he'll try to keep his mouth shut and sort of be like, I don't know about some people. But he straight up lied to my face. So I definitely don't trust him. I think a lot of people want me out. I'm hoping it's Typhon because I think he's more of a threat by making people uneasy and talking shit about everybody. But I could understand that people are threatened by me because I talk a lot. And I have no filter.
I guess tonight we got to talk about your team, and since you guys lost this challenge, Typhon, are you judging people on challenge ability this round?
I think that's basically the question for almost every round. You know, some of us who sat out for the first game, we got a chance to see how everybody does in the second one. So I think it's a little bit early to see, like, if they can contribute more than just what they provided in the game itself.
Muggsy, are you taking challenge ability into this vote?
Absolutely. I'm taking a lot of things into my vote.
Everybody keeps trying to tell me how the challenge went. We only have a small window of time, so I just have to go off of everyone saying that everyone did great. So that leaves me not knowing shit.
Yeah, I didn't see the second challenge.
Well, you can always come to me and I'll tell you straight up how it is.
Muggsy, earlier you were saying that Tabitha did really good in the hockey round because she hails from Canada, which is great. You know, it helped out a lot. Guarantee if I was put in that round, I would have done hell.
Straight up, I said that 100%.
This was definitely like an individual kind of challenge, so there's not really an opinion one way or another for, like, did we do well? Did we do crap? I mean, we did it as best as we could.
That is my question then, though, Tabitha. If you're not deciding by challenges, how do you decide tonight's vote?
Who you maybe might work like better with, or trying to gauge, like, I do feel there's some shit talking for sure. I think we've established that, and right now I feel like there's some tension that's like about to be cut. Just in some of the things that a couple people have already, said, it sounds like there's some lying going on. You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of what I'm feeling from what a couple people have said just in this chat here. I feel like there's starting to be some like clash of the titans.
Ashley, how are you gauging tonight's vote?
It does boil down to who do you feel you gravitate towards, who you might have a possible connection with, because at the end of the day, it's about a voting system. Everyone is new to me. However, where does everyone fall on that even if there's some speed bumps and some hiccups, you can always work over the hiccups with anybody, but can you work over those hiccups? Is this person really wanting to work with you?
Mary, what do you think the end goal of tonight should be for the team then, with this vote off?
Well, that it'd be the best interest of the team, like how we can do better in future challenges, and how we can work better in future challenges.
If you vote off the wrong person who could potentially cause that titan clash in the group of us, then that also can throw off the challenges.
But if you can't trust anyone, wouldn't you want those people who you can't trust to not be in the group?
Trust is definitely a big thing for me.
And you can read that off people's faces. That's like, we've known each other for a little bit now, and you can see everyone's face, and I don't know if you guys can, but you can tell who's lying and who's not lying.
Who are the titans that are clashing or about to clash?
That's a good question, actually.
I was piggybacking off of someone else had said it. Now I just felt like there is some conversation going on. I mean, someone's got to be voted off.
Dar Star, what's your goal with
this?
It's
a crazy decision. It's to, agree. Whoever wants to be voted off, hopefully we all agree, and then it goes from there.
Typhon, are you uneasy about tonight's vote?
I think anybody in their right mind would be uneasy about this. You know, there's a lot of mixed opinions going around, especially after like the games that happened, and I don't think anybody is really safe.
Does anybody on this chart feel like you're not fitting in with this team?
Dude, I'm very outspoken. No one is from a kind of state that I'm from, so I totally don't fit in. Can I play with everyone nicely? Yes, I can. Am I going to tell you straight up? Yes, I will. Am I going to lie to you? No, I will not. But this is how I talk.
And for me, I feel like people like that fit in with me. I come from a family that's how as docile as I seem, like my family is actually more Muggsy's speed. You know, they're just like tell you how it is, like don't care. Like if you want to know if they have an issue with something you did, well, you already know because as soon as they had an issue with it, I function better that way. I may seem like that I'm timid towards it just because that's just my personality, but really I'm comfortable with that completely.
Absolutely. You know, that is kind of one thing, you know, I try to make it a point. If you have a question, I'll answer it as honest as I can. You know, I was born and raised in a military family, so beating around the bush isn't going to really get you anywhere. You know? So, I absolutely love that.
I bet you're having the best time ever.
I am, and I'm about to have more fun because you guys are about to vote.
I'll do Typhon because let's get like a weird vibe.
Muggsy, because I feel like the technical hurdles that she is facing, which is at no fault of her own, but it might hinder the team more.
In this kind of game, I need stability. I need focus, even if it's true stability or false stability. I just need stability.
Typhon, because he is a two-faced liar.
I am going to be voting for Muggsy. When you come in guns blazing the way that she was before, that's gonna put a bit of a target on you. Again, nothing personal, but you kind of did it to yourself.
All right, I have the results. If anybody has a secret advantage and wants to use it, now would be the time to do so.
Wait, so what?
Secret advantage.
Secret advantage? I don't know what that means.
All right, well, before I actually reveal this vote, last round somebody had a big decision to make, which sent a twist into the game. So, while you all will be voting someone off tonight, they will not be off of the game. Instead, you're voting them onto the other team. So keep that in mind.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I did not know that. No.
Alright, I will read the results. First vote is for Muggs. Next vote is for Typhon. Next vote is for Muggsy. That's 2-1. Next vote is for Typhon. Next vote is for Typhon. Next vote, Typhon. You have been voted off the team, but you might get a second life on the other team. For now, Typhon, you must go.
Good luck to all of you.
Thanks.
It's probably because that one guy went to wherever or whatever. Went to go talk to the other people. Remember?
I felt a little out of the loop on that, but it was shocking.
Oh wait, you got voted out?
Right, my thoughts exactly.
I'm kind of up in the air on how I feel.
Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna have to tackle this differently.
Wait, what's going on?
So we got a new team name.
I was like,